After Congress impeachment motion against the Chief Justice of India, Dipak Mishra, now the topmost judge is set to carry on with his administrative and judicial duties. This despite the opposition gunning for his head. And under fire, the CJI has now got the backing from none other than the Law Minister himself, Ravi Shankar Prasad, who spoke exclusively to India Today and said that the Congress was attacking judiciary to arm twist the government. Watch this complete report.
देश की राजनीति को कोर्ट के माध्यम से प्रभावित और तय करने की कोशिश की जा रही है और अगर फैसला हमारे मन लायक नहीं होगा तो 50 एमपी हम खड़ा कर देंगे.
Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad's exclusive response to India Today on Congress impeachment motion against Chief Justice Dipak Mishra. With the Law Minister backing the topmost judge, it will be business as usual for the Chief Justice, who is unlikely to heed Congress-led opposition's demand to recuse himself from the judicial or administrative work. In fact, Mishra's name is listed for hearings on Monday and he will continue his role as Master of Roster. The Law Minister, in an exclusive interview to India Today, ripped into the Congress, accusing the grand old party of arm twisting the judiciary after setbacks like Judge Loya case. The BJP has been claiming that the Congress impeachment motion is aimed at preempting an adverse verdict in Ram Temple case.
3 साल कांग्रेस पार्टी खामोश रहती है. 17 नवंबर को एक लेख आता है कारवा में गलत तथ्यों पर. कांग्रेस पार्टी ने जानबूझकर इसको इशू बनाया और सुप्रीम कोर्ट के फैसले को पढ़िए. उन 4 जजों को कहा गया इन्होंने मारा है, हमको क्रॉस एग्जामिन करेंगे. वहां पर कहा गया कि अमित शाह के कंट्रोल में सुप्रीम कोर्ट है. क्या मतलब है एक टिप्पणी का?
बाय भारतीय जनता पार्टी कमिंग इन द डिफेंस ऑफ चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया, दे आर कॉम्प्रोमाइजिंग द पोजीशन एंड द हाई ऑफिस ऑफ चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया, which is neither warranted nor proper nor acceptable.
But as the Congress is putting up a brave face, a dissent within is causing much embarrassment to the party. Veteran leaders including ex-PM Manmohan Singh, P. Chidambaram are not among the signatories.
Because I have not been in the loop, I was never a part of the discussions. On that basis, in my personal opinion as a citizen and as a lawyer, I believe that perhaps we could have avoided the extreme remedy. Perhaps we could have waited for the Chief Justice of India to retire.
And this isn't all. The problems for Congress are manifold. Sources say revealing the contents of the impeachment motion before submitting to the chairman was against the Rajya Sabha rules, which makes it mandatory to not disclose the contents till it is admitted by the chairman. Bureau Report, India Today.
This has definitely been an unprecedented case, and to debate and discuss, we have an esteemed panel. Vikas Singh, he's a senior advocate and president currently of the Supreme Court Bar Association, also a former additional Solicitor General of India. Amiben Yagnik, spokesperson from the Congress Party, also Rajya Sabha MP, and from the Bharatiya Janata Party, National Secretary R.P. Singh. My first question to the Congress leader, because it is the Congress that decided to put forth this impeachment motion. Amiben, it seems very bizarre in the manner in which the opposition wants to get together, put forth an impeachment motion to take on the judges.
No, I don't think so. It is bizarre. That is the only remedy that is provided in the Constitution of India.
What is the fear, ma'am? What is the fear?
Some kind of an action that can be taken under the Constitution. There is no fear. I think the fear is that we hold the judiciary as the most respected institution in the country. It's laudable all over the world. When we talk about the judiciary of India, it's a fiercely independent judiciary. It is respected everywhere. All citizens of this country respect. They post faith in going to the judiciary as a last resort to get solutions to their problems. And they look at the judiciary in such reverence, with such reverence, that when if there are charges against the highest officer of the judicial system, the MPs have a responsibility to their representatives, whom they represent. And so if they have to take a certain step, There are, you know the charges, there are 5 points that have been given in the press conference by the Congress party when the more than 50 members have signed of the Rajya Sabha and given the memorandum to the Honorable Speaker, that is the chairperson of the Rajya Sabha. And so when such a impeachment motion has been moved, I think there is reason enough for the MPs to take this up and file this kind of memorandum with the chairperson of the Rajya Sabha.
From the Bharatiya Janata Party, RP Singh, clearly the charges are at this juncture by the opposition that there is this influence, it seems, that the CJI has had with regard to the ruling government, and that is percolating down in judiciary. It is indirectly or directly an attack on the ruling government and the ruling dispensation, that they are influencing judiciary even though the law minister says otherwise.
Well, Pooja, I would have appreciated you would have asked her the question, what triggered this? Because this was in offing quite long, and I remembered some time back, Mallikarjun Kharge is on record saying that we are not going to follow up with the impeachment motion. He is on record on that account. But now, what triggered? We need to understand that. There's a narrative being built, and also a person who's leading this complete impeachment motion, Mr. Kapil Sibal, I'll read out what he said in 1993 when he was...
No, but what narrative are you saying, sir? RP Singh, what is the narrative for what?
I'm coming to that. But let me just read out one line. Impeachment procedure of judges is improper. This was what Mr. Kapil Sibal said then. And what has happened now? Because there's a narrative being built, and narrative is being built so that there are crucial cases which are pending, which can turn the history of this country.
Like the Ram Temple verdict, isn't it, sir? Is that what you're saying?
Decided, or direction.
Is it the Ayodhya verdict that you're referring to?
Ram Temple. It's about polygamy, it's about nikah halala.
Okay.
It's Ayodhya verdict, it's polygamy, it's nikah halala. All those are crucial verdicts for this country, for women empowerment in this country, for the culture of this country, and whatever the decision, I mean, we don't know what decision will be, but whatever the decision will change the course of this country, will change the course of this country, we all know that. So
that narrative building means what? What are you trying to say?
See political motive, they have a political motive. Give me a second. They have a political objective behind it. That's how Mr. Kapil Sibal in the court said that we want Ayodhya case to be heard after 2019. I mean, why 2019? Because they don't want the Ram Temple solution, the problem, the land dispute to be solved before that. I mean, they're looking everything within the 2019 election. That's the issue. That's the narrative there. Because they know that if the temple issue is resolved in favor of temple.
I mean, the BJP leader has said it, that because there are some crucial verdicts pending, it is a narrative being built against him. Do you believe it? Final comment before I go to other panelists.
No, I don't think so. I think they are creating their own imagination. They are falling to their own imagination and coming out with all kinds of imaginative things, but they are not able to answer the 5 points that are put down in the impeachment motion, and they bring about all these other issues. For example, when you are asking him about the Ram Mandir, so do you think that the BJP and the law minister is aware that the Ram Mandir the judgment is already done and it is going to be out? Are they very well aware in advance? I think talking like this is not proper. You have to be responsible people when you speak to the media or on the television channels, because you are telling it to the people of the country. You are telling it to the country.
You know, if it happens.
How do you know that? How do you know that? How do you know all these things? You just imagine all these things, sir. And that is why I think you need to sit down and think very objectively rather than being so subjective about your own issues.
Okay, Vikas Singh, you are a senior advocate. You're currently presiding over the Bar Association as well. You've held other significant positions. This has clearly been unprecedented, but do you think this is going to reflect badly on judiciary? It was probably the only institution which was not directly facing any such allegations, even if it had its own share of secrets, so to say. How do you think this controversy is going to pan out. As RP Singh says, there seems to be a narrative being built against the CJI. So if any verdict comes tomorrow, which is very important, they can pin the blame on him like that.
Well, according to me, this is not a reflection on the judiciary at all.
Okay.
This is clearly a reflection on the degeneration in Indian politics. It is actually how people are, going at any length to politicize issues, thinking that this will help them in the coming elections, because the elections, 2019 elections, are now around the corner. There is a pattern in attacking the judiciary.
How?
If you see, the first thing that came in the recent time was that SC/ST verdict. The court said that anybody falsely accused should not be arrested. Now, on that, an all India kind of an agitation was started, and almost every political party got involved in it, because they are just wanting to pander to the votes. They are not even wanting to read the judgment. Now, what has happened next is the Loya judgment. Congress had clearly taken a stand that Loya should be investigated by a SIT, and Rahul Gandhi had gone and met the president also and said that you should constitute an SIT for the purpose of looking into the death of Justice Loya. Now, when the judgment came in Loya, which was written by Justice Chandrachud, not even by Justice Mishra, and one of the finest judges we have in the Supreme Court, and who's also a judge from Maharashtra, and who knows the local thing much better there. In fact, I have also had the occasion to talk to a large number of retired judges from Maharashtra, and they all told me that Loya's death definitely was a natural death. Now, you are playing politics just because he was handling at that point of time the trial of Amit Shah. Now, trial of Amit Shah and death of Loya are completely unrelated.
But the opposition says they have utmost respect for the judiciary, Mr. Singh, and they are well within their rights to raise any fear if they feel a controversy there.
No, but only
well, that's only lip service. I'll tell you why. Because they know very well that there is no chance for this kind of a motion. There is no chance for a motion like this to go through.
Okay.
And why I say lip service, because if you see the charges, each one of them have no legs to stand on. Each one of them. The medical scam, I was appearing for the Medical Council of India. I know what exactly happened in court. I know there were so many matters listed that day. There was a common order passed in all of them. Now some middleman is saying that he will get that order changed. How is it possible for a middleman to get an order changed when an order is passed by 3 judges, and the 3 judges are passed that same order in several matters, So I don't understand. That could be a charge. Then you take each of those charges. One is relating to something which he did prior to becoming a judge. Congress made him a judge. Congress elevated him to the Supreme Court.
Okay, let's take that.
You are taking up that issue. Then you see about the anti-dating. The Registrar General has told me himself that he had, by his own mail, sent that note to the CJI well before the date when it was actually.
Okay, let's take that point to Ami Ben. Ami Ben, do you think
each one of them is a completely bogus charge?
Ami Ben, do you think, or is the opposition also asking in a way that the CJI step down for the moment, for which he's refused? Soli Sorabji a few days back had said there is no reason that he must discontinue because these sorts of charges will keep coming. What do you think that needs to be done? Your charges on one hand, but there are cases being heard, there is a roster being followed, and he is at the top position right now. Personal remarks against such a senior judge.
No, I think we are not here to discuss the charges in detail because they are already part of the memorandum.
Do you think the CJI must step down?
That the Honorable Chief Justice of India is the highest officer of the land. The whole country is looking up to him. The whole judicial system is looking up to him. The ordinary citizens, when they do not get respite anywhere, they resort to the judicial system. They consider it practically godly that they would get something from the judicial system. And when there are even the slightest aspersion cast, I think the judicial system does take action against his own officers. We have got ample number of these kind of instances. And so when there is an aspersion cast on the highest officer, officer, the country's citizens who look up to him, who revere him, who give him utmost respect, and he is the faith, he is the repository of justice and fairness for the whole of the country. I think he would like to answer, or he should answer, why is the BJP people coming out and defending? Why are they embarrassing the Honorable Chief Justice of India
that's a fair
coming
question.
out and talking about
Final
all kinds
from
of judgments that are likely to come? Why the opposition is scared?
Yes.
Yeah,
why is the ruling party so eager to defend the CJI when he clearly can do that by himself? And also, sir, if the opposition raises an impeachment issue, from where has the Bharatiya Janata Party brought in the Ayodhya verdict issue here? It's a very disconnected issue, really, with these charges coming in. Final comment, sir.
No, it's not disconnected, Pooja. Pooja is not disconnected. Secondly, I was trying to show you a message from Mr. Mallikarjun on 6th April. He said, we are a Congress party. He said, as a Congress party, we are not planning for any impeachment. Although the signatures were being collected that time. What happened this last fortnight? I'm saying that's the reason we say that the narrative is being built, and narrative is being because of political objective. And political objective is clear, that they don't want the Ram temple decision to come, and they don't want the dispute to be solved. And we know that Mr. Kapil Sibal was the one who contested this in the court also. So, and then now again Mr. Kapil Sibal is one who is leading this complete campaign. And the same Mr. Kapil Sibal who said impeachment is a wrong procedure. When he contested the case of Mr. Ramaswamy as a lawyer, he was not a politician that time. As a lawyer, he contested. So something can be wrong when you contest as a lawyer, and something can be different when you become a politician. And also, what has changed? I'm asking question. What has changed in last fortnight? The things which have changed is that if court accepts their point of view, if court goes by their point of view, it's right. If they don't do it by go by their point of view, then you will go for impeachment.
Well, as Vikas Singh has said, it is political discourse more at play than judicial discourse here. But thank you so much for giving us your perspective. R.P. Singh from the BJP, Ami Ben Yagnik from the Congress, and Vikas Singh for telling us what precisely is the talk right now within judiciary. We'll wait and watch how this controversy pans out. Massive, unprecedented. Will it impact the verdicts? We'll wait and watch.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.